I don't know, like, she's out there. You're the Florida version of Sex in the City, JD.
That's when I was smoking my cigars.
Don't be an asshole today.
Hey,
Hey, Nick. How's it going, buddy?
going well. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I've had a rough month since we last
Oh,
spoke. It's been rough, man.
well, that's not good. What's been going on?
Well, like my wife is away,
Yeah.
and so I'm in charge of everything, and I'm not used to it.
Yeah, it becomes a lot to take on when it's just you there.
Literally, just giving my cat a pill is stressing me out,
Oh
and he's
gosh, yeah.
good. He's really good. Stick it in a little pill pocket thing, and he's fine. But it's like remembering to do it is stressing me out because that's normally her morning job. So yeah, just little things like that. And I had a horrible loss. My ex-husband passed away.
No,
um
sorry to hear that.
Not unexpectedly, but a little bit unexpectedly. Like I knew he was sick and I knew he wasn't doing well, but I guess I just didn't know how bad it was. So that's hard because like I seriously have known him and been close for 30 years. So
Mhm.
that's a rough go. And my parents are supposed to be coming in December, so I'm like I'm excited, but I'm stressed about it. I'm worried they're tightening restrictions like crazy.
That's true.
Oh, if they cancel, if they have to cancel, I'll be devastated. I have so much groceries coming. Like
Yeah, you got to stock up.
I have all their favorite things coming. Like I don't drink
Mhm.
gin. I've got a gin taster thing here for my mother with like 8 different gins. Oh my God, I've got like more wine than you can shake a stick at for my stepdad. And I've got, like I said, like so much food. And if they don't come, like honest to God, I'll be devastated. I will be devastated.
Well, yeah, that's a lot that you have there, and just the stress of having people visit too. Like that's a lot. Just
Yeah, you
having to
want
manage.
everything to be like nice. And my mom's disabled. So I have like a walker upstairs, a walker downstairs. I'm trying to make clean lines and clear paths everywhere and that kind of thing. So trying to do all these little home improvement things that I've been thinking about forever, but didn't really stress about it because who cares? No one's coming around. So yeah, now all of a sudden I'm doing touch up paint and cleaning light switches and like all kinds of dumb
Now
things.
you're doing everything.
And my wife goes, they don't see very well. You don't have to stress out. Like I'm scrubbing spots on carpets. And I'm like, she's right. They probably wouldn't even notice this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm doing it to myself. I'm fully aware that I'm doing it to myself. But on the flip side of that, it's really passing the time.
Well,
So,
yeah, I'm
that's,
sure.
that's keeping busy is the way to go.
I know. I totally understand that. I've been filling my time with movies. I've been seeing all the movies in theaters lately. So, I don't know if you've been watching any movies lately. Have you seen any new movies?
I'm definitely more of a TV person. I've been binging. A friend of mine told me about that Midnight Diner on Netflix, and I binged the shit out of that. So I like I find like chef shows because I'm so
Mhm.
lazy. I don't want to cook. But once I start watching those kinds of shows on Netflix, then I will literally get up and cook like some fantastic meals and do some meal prep and not have to order takeaway. So that's kind of how I pass my time. I feel like all my regular shows that I watch on TV right now are not here yet because they always have to finish in the States first.
Oh,
Must
yeah.
be like mid-season, so I don't have them yet. And I'm like, God, there's nothing recorded. So I have been, doing my share of Netflix binging. So what have you seen? What have you watched?
Well, I started binging the Great British Baking series. Yeah, I know. I'm still aware, there's Mary and Paul. And so
Oh,
I
you're way
know,
early in.
yeah, I'm very early in because I know that Mary, she leaves at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so do Mel and Sue. I hate to break it to you.
Oh, I love Melon Sue.
I
That's a shame.
know, I hate to break your heart, but it's coming. I just want you to be prepared. But
Well,
I'll
that's
tell
good
you,
to know.
when they do leave, I think that's when you get Prue, the new
Mhm.
judge with Paul, and she's lovely.
Okay.
She's just another lovely old British woman. But then the two hosts, you get Noel Fielding and you get Sandy Toksvig. I don't know if you know her, but she's a very well-known lesbian over here, and she is fantastic.
Oh, well, that's good
She's
then.
everything you would love about a British lesbian. Like she's super intelligent, she's witty, um, she's got an amazing. In fact, she's got such a good sense of humor that she had a one-woman show going for a while, and we went to see her at Fairfield Hall. And I got to tell you, man, I was never so entertained. It was so interesting. Like she makes you're fully engaged the whole time. It's not just like
Yeah.
joke after joke after joke. It's witty little story after some phenomenal, interesting fact, you know? So
Well, I'm excited then. I'm excited to see her
yeah,
show
don't be
up.
sad. Don't be
Okay.
sad. Because good things are coming. And then she leaves. And then things start to fall apart a little bit because then
Oh.
you've got Matt Lucas and Noel Fielding. We just finished I don't even know what season this was. I want to say 13,
Yeah,
maybe.
I know that there's definitely more than 10. I've been
Yeah,
like looking through all of them. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I've got to pace myself here because there's a lot.
yeah, but the formula stays the same throughout, so
Mhm.
you know what to expect on every show. But the contestants just get better and better and better, and they
Okay.
really have spawned so many great bakers that then go on to have like their own shows. Like I don't remember I don't remember what season Nadia Hussein was on, but she is like my most favorite, and she has so many different shows now on television. Like she hosts things. She's got her own shows. I like the one where she kind of travels to different places around the country to learn where things come
Mhm.
from. Like that. Everyday things that you use, whether it's golden syrup or sugar or whatever. She actually goes to the factories, and she'll go all the way back to like where they farm saffron. You know what I mean? Like
That's fascinating.
it's really really interesting, and she's so cute about everything. um that you're just like you're so happy to see her. I When she's on Graham Norton, I just get so excited. I'm just like, oh my god, Nadia's on, because she's so open. Like she's open about having bouts of depression and struggles with mental
Mhm.
health. But then when you see her and she's so chipper and cheery, you can't even believe it, and you think, wow, what she must go through to get from one extreme to the other. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's been some really cool bakers coming up. You'll really really enjoy it. That's a great show to binge on.
Well, I look forward to her season then because I will definitely be watching out for her.
Yeah,
And I can't wait.
there's a lot of quirky people. I mean, like I think I remember one where some guy and he was such a hipster, the rolled up jeans,
Mhm.
the beard and everything, and he was so frustrated with himself and what had come out. I don't even know if it was a technical challenge or a signature or whatever, but he threw everything away, and everybody like just opened up the trash can and threw it away, and stormed off, and everybody was just like, oh, like, and they like the judges were just like, you don't do that. You don't
Yeah,
you don't show up and have nothing to present. You know what I mean?
that's true. Yeah, you
And it's
can't
just
do
like,
that.
I mean, everybody was just like, "Oh my god!" I think it was like the biggest controversy I've ever seen on the show. But yeah, you'll have a great time with that.
I can't wait.
That's a
Yeah,
good one. That's a good one.
I'll have a lot to
What kind
keep
of
me through the
movies?
winter months.
I'm gonna crack this open while we're talking. I'm drinking
Ooh, yeah.
a Mad Squirrel Stout.
Ooh, that looks
I don't know
good.
how it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be dark and I know it's gonna be strong, but it's been that kind of day. So
Well, you definitely deserve it then.
exactly.
Um, so I've been seeing some queer films. I saw Benedetta this past weekend. Have you heard of Benedetta?
Is that the lesbian nun movie?
Yes, the lesbian nun
Oh my
movie.
god, how was it?
It was good. It was surprisingly good coming from like a straight cis man, directing it because it's Paul Verhoeven and he directed like Showgirls and Starship Troopers. And
Great track
so,
record. Not knowing what to expect there, huh?
yeah, exactly. And so it was actually surprisingly tame, with the type of, is it strong?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks strong. I saw from your facial expression.
Okay,
But
we're gonna ease into that.
yeah, I know, just let it soak in.
Wasn't expecting that. Hmm.
But I was surprised by how tame this film was, because he's known for, very exploitative type of films,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
especially with the male gaze on, female bodies in
yeah, yeah,
cinema.
yeah.
But I was
Showgirls,
I was
perfect
impressed.
example, right? Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's good to know.
yeah,
I've seen a few little blips, just that it was being released and kind of um it just that it was like just kind of being pinned as the lesbian nun movie, but
yeah.
it's more than that, isn't it? It's not, is it, or is that really it?
Well, it's interesting. So I guess it's based on a true story
Oh,
of this nun in this town in like Tuscany back in the 17th century. And I know
no
I
way.
absolutely love that. I
Yeah.
had no idea about that. And so, it's really about her coming up against the church who, doesn't approve of this lifestyle, of these allegations that are launched against her for being queer, and also her visions of, being very much able to perceive what's going to happen to the town that she lives in, because that was the time during the plague.
Oh
And
wow.
so
Okay.
yeah, she was like, I'm here, through, God to protect you. She's telling this town. And it was really interesting the type of reception she had with the town being of her identity. So it's definitely something to really look forward to see how, this town kind of embraces her for who she
Oh,
is
good. Yeah, yeah.
and how she embraces herself. There's not a lot focus on, her coming up against her own religious ideology and her identity. She fully accepts who she is. So, it's very positive, I would have to say.
Great. That's
I know, I
good.
love that.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, that's deep, that's like
Yeah,
on a deep level for him, for Paul Verhoeven, you know what I mean?
exactly. Yes,
It's really deep. Yeah. Wow.
I know.
That's a touchy subject matter, isn't it?
It
Like
is.
gays in church,
I know.
gays
I
in
feel
church.
like it's never going away, that theme. And
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that intersection of religion and queerness and how it's portrayed. So it's definitely look forward to Benedetta.
Oh, that's cool. That's good. That's good to know. That's good
Yeah.
to know. That's a good one. What else? Anything else?
Ooh, another one that's on Netflix currently is The Power of the Dog. I wonder if you heard of that one with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes, I
And
heard of it, but I have no clue what it's about or anything.
so it's based on a novel by Thomas Savage. and it's about these two ranchers who live in Montana in the 20s. And one of them is this Yale graduate who is very much domineering, and he's played by Benedict Cumberbatch. And his brother is played by Jesse Plemons, and he's very much the antithesis of Benedict Cumberbatch's character. He's definitely much more gentle.
I saw the trailer for this.
Yeah.
I did. Okay, go on. Yeah.
And so they have this very interesting dynamic on their ranch. And so Jesse Plemons falls in love with Kirsten Dunst's character Rose, and her son is this, very like gangly, like Cody Smith McPhee, type of guy who's like very much queer coded.
Yeah.
And so, from the get-go, Rose doesn't like how Benedict Cumberbatch is very like domineering towards her son. And so when Jesse Plemons marries her character, then the whole dynamic on the ranch completely just gets, put out of whack and things come to a head. That's all, I'll say. But let's just say there's a lot of like toxic masculinity in this film. So it's very interesting to kind of look at that and then compare it to Benedetta. Yeah.
Right. A little more.
Yeah.
Tell me what Jesse Plemons has been in before.
Ooh, so Jesse Plemons, he started out on Friday Night Lights, and he was most recently in I feel like one big thing was Black Mirror. He was in the Star Trek episode on Black Mirror.
Right.
That was like the second to most recent season.
I'm picturing his face. Would you believe that we are just now getting Friday Night Lights over here?
Oh wow. Well, that's exciting.
So
get some American football, some Texas football. Over in the UK.
Yeah, it's like oof. But I love me some Connie Britton, so I'm okay with it.
Oh yes, I know. Yeah. I absolutely
only watched Nashville her. for her and the Lennon and no, what's her name? Stella. Stella.
Yeah.
Or Lennon and Stella, whatever. But the girl.
I know her name is like one, like it starts with one of those, and then it ends with the other.
Yeah. So talented though. I still follow her on Instagram. Like every time she releases a song, I'm like, damn, that's good. Damn, that's good.
Yeah, it was fun to watch her grow up on that show.
Yeah. Even the little one too. The little one is fantastic.
Yeah. No, Nashville, that was a great show.
Nashville was good. Yeah. The music was, I just remember like I would say like maybe every second or third episode that I'd watch, I would go right to iTunes and buy like a couple of songs.
Yeah.
Like I like those songs so much. I'm gonna go buy them, but they I didn't like, I guess after it left, big regular network television went to CMT, and then Connie Britton left, and I feel like they had to wrap it up really quick, and it just I stuck it out. I definitely stuck it out, but I wasn't super thrilled with how they had to wrap everything up. But you're so
left on a low note.
Just drop off after the final season. You gotta see it through.
Yeah, no, I know. I hated how that series ended, but at least they were able to tie it up in some way.
Yeah,
so
that's like the most you can hope for, like nowadays, because so many things between COVID or whatnot just got dropped.
Yeah, just axed. Yeah.
Like, fuck, man. I just finished the L Word Gen Q. I know you guys have had it. It's been over there, but then I found a way to get it over here. So I binged those. And I will tell you this much. The only, and I mean only, person that I could relate to in all 10 episodes was Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great character they gave her. The one that was actually saying the things that most of us feel like. How do I compare it with somebody like Bette Porter? That dresses like that and that, presents themselves like that and that looks like that. And, those are the things that I felt every season of it. Like
Mhm.
this is so not representing, and then of
Yeah.
course all the gratuitous, sex in it is with the 20-year-olds, you know,
Yeah.
and but don't show Rosie and Tina. Don't you, no, God forbid, who wants to see two plump bodies banging against each other? No, they
Yeah.
want to see the young, So I was like a little bit miffed by all that, but I get it, and I get that that's why it keeps coming back. Like I understand that part of it. And then the complete antithesis of that, I watched all of season 2 of Work in Progress with Abby
Uh,
McEnany. Is that her name?
yeah.
So
She's
funny,
great.
so awkward, and but like in a breath of fresh air kind of way.
Yeah.
The anxiety, and I felt like this season was a little bit lighter overall.
Mhm. It
The first season
was.
was kind of dark, you know, but
Yeah.
there were bits of darkness in this season, but I think it's the relationship that she has with her best friend, with Campbell,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
their scenes together, like their banter is off the chain. It's just the
I
banter
love them
everybody,
together.
right? Everybody wants to have that with their bestie. And it's
Yeah.
just so good. It was really, really well done. And it felt like it wrapped up with a promise of season 3. Like the sisters' marriage seemed to be in a weird place with the husband's friend and all that,
Yeah.
kind of alluding to thruple-ish stuff, maybe not, don't know. But at least for me, it was like, ooh, there's the door for season 3. So
I
I'm
know.
looking forward to that one.
Yeah, fingers crossed Showtime,
Yeah. Is
decides
that
to
a
renew it
Showtime show?
because
Because I have to find it like on an app for my TV. So, but it's done by
yeah,
Showtime. Okay. All right. Just
yeah, over here in the States it's on Showtime and yeah, I haven't heard anything yet. So fingers
took a
crossed. I'm
long
really
time,
hoping.
right? For season 2, it felt like it took like a year and a half.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I
Like
just noticed one of the ads on we have like Sky, it's like our big channel over here.
mhm.
And they have like Sky Witness, Sky Replay, Sky One, and now Sky Comedy. And it looks like Sky Comedy bought into Peacock.
Oh wow.
Got
Okay.
a couple of shows coming, that they've been advertising, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna get that. Oh. And then I keep seeing the ad tomorrow night, and just like that.
Oh yeah, I am so ready for that. I
I'm
haven't, yeah,
we're gonna get it at
it's
the
been a
same time
while.
as you. Like
Well, see,
I'm
that's perfect. We can actually talk about that then.
exactly like you're not gonna
Yeah,
keep anything from me. I'm not gonna keep anything from you. This is fantastic.
I know.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
thrilled.
excited and I have good feelings, with Cynthia Nixon reprising her character. I think that, maybe some things will change. Maybe there's some queerness involved with her character. I'm really hoping
Keep
maybe.
seeing this scene with her in a gorgeous um
Mhm.
black, is she black maybe, or Indian? I don't even know, but they have some scenes with them together at like
Yeah,
lunch or something, and I'm like,
I
but
know. Maybe.
I'm really, I didn't think I would be this excited about it, because I was never that excited about Sex and the City. It was just something that was on in
Yeah.
the background that you followed. Like
Mhm.
I didn't clear my schedule for it or anything, you know what I mean? And yet here I am. I love when this happens. Like I love when they revisit shows, after a long time, and they, it's just it does. I get emotional. Like I said, I wasn't even attached. I was never a huge Friends fan, but I bawled my eyes out at the Friends reunion.
Yeah.
Like pulling
Well,
tissues out every 3 minutes. Like, oh my god.
well, yeah, no. Like it's totally understandable because, these were shows that were such a huge part of the cultural conversation that it's like they really just became part of our lives, regardless of, if we watch the series or not.
Yeah, considering the amount, over here, Friends is on 24/7, any channel, any time of day, you can find it. So
It's here
I,
too. Yeah.
yeah, I grew into it. When it was on again, it was like, you again, I watched it, but I didn't plan my calendar around it. But
Yeah.
the more, it's on, and I think that's what it is. The same thing with Sex in the City. It was like the reruns is where you binged a little here and there, but
Mhm.
I think when they're gone for a little bit, then you have a chance to miss them, and then they bring it back. That's what gets me. Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
everybody's older
Yeah.
now, and it's like I watched the
That's
trailer
true.
10 times.
Yeah, it's like it just marks the passage of time, and it's like, wow, things have changed so much. And we compare like what's happening in these reboots and everything when these shows are revisited to, just how life was like and how it was portrayed back when these shows were originally on. And it's like so much has changed in just 20 years,
Yeah,
20 plus
I
years.
like to see how they've matured, and that was one of the reasons why. Like, I remember saying the words, "I am not going to watch the new L Word. I'm just
Yeah.
not. I'm just not." But then there's that curiosity, like, what are they doing, and what are their characters doing now, and what do they look like, and how are they representing what's going on today? And I think that's another part of this. Oh, excuse me one second. Okay.
Okay.
Um, I think that's another part of this thing with Sex in the City, is that you want to see how they're going to handle what the world is like today.
Yeah,
So that's
it's
that's what
true.
I'm most looking forward to. Sarah Ramirez.
I know. Like, and they're bringing back some queer characters too. I forget who the actor was that played Samantha's one like queer love
Oh,
interest.
Mario Cantone, right?
Um, it was one of her partners actually. One of her romantic partners. I think
Oh,
I'm trying to remember who played her, but I'll, I'll have to look it up.
wait, I know who you mean. Sonia Braga.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah,
Oh, I thought you meant Charlotte's bestie, Anthony.
yeah,
No, you're talking about Samantha when she had the lesbian
yeah.
relationship with Sonia Braga. That was fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I swear. I thought I saw her, briefly. So, I'm like they're bringing back so many characters.
I'm that's there were so many characters that had these little tiny arcs that weren't
Yeah.
really huge, but man, they stuck. They were so memorable.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows Burger's the guy that broke up with a post-it note.
Yeah. It's
Like it's like
true.
that's the kind of stuff that just sticks. Like, yeah. So I am, yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing that I'm so looking forward to this. It's
I
just I didn't
know.
expect to, and here I am, like, "Ooh, tomorrow I'm gonna order a pizza and drink some pink something or other." I feel like I should be drinking something pink.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
You have to make a Cosmo. You have to do a Cosmo.
I could make a Cosmo. I got cranberry and I got lime. I got vodka. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I might be able
There
to.
you go.
I don't have a proper glass, but whatever. It
It
works.
doesn't matter.
It works. So that's, yeah, that's some good stuff. We've been watching good stuff. I'm so
I
proud of you
know.
going to the cinema. Like, look at
Oh
you. Good
yeah.
for you. We're back to masks. We just had a press conference with Bojo the Clown over here, who, by the
Oh
way,
yeah.
they are calling for his resignation after the Downing Street party last year. Have
Oh
you heard this?
wow. No, I have not.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
so apparently there was a party last year around this time, and we were in like a hard lockdown, right? They
Mm,
were like only
mm.
gatherings of five, only if, I mean, we weren't even like in vaccination mode yet, So it was a hard lockdown, and it was at the height of when hospitals were overloaded, deaths were at an all-time high. And
Yeah.
so somehow something got out about this party at Downing Street. And so the rumors were swirling earlier in the week, right? So now as the week progresses, the entire prime minister's cabinet is saying there was no party, there was no party, no party, no,
Oh,
following guidelines like everybody
wow.
else. Then one of the major news networks leaked a meeting with the cabinet members talking about how to handle this. How do we handle this? If it word
Oh,
gets out, it was just a meeting with wine and cheese, and they're laughing and they're giggling about it and they're like snickering about it. And
oh
so they
gosh.
leak this meeting about it, and it goes crazy viral. So in Parliament today, the opposing party was just ripping him to shreds. Like, how
Good.
dare you? People were dying and they couldn't be with their loved ones. Like they had their constituents Zoom, and say, I was so distraught. I couldn't be with my father as he took his final breath, and you guys are having, parties at Downing Street. And then somebody else was talking about how, she knew that this was going to be her father's or her parents' last Christmas, and she couldn't get there because, there were these lockdown restrictions and you couldn't leave your county and go to another county, and how awful. And then they both ended up passing away, and she missed the last Christmas with them. And they were going to town on him. And, all the while he's got to keep standing up and saying, I was told there was no party. I was told that everybody was following restrictions, and I wholeheartedly apologize for not knowing, and all his stuff. And then later on today, he's doing a press conference about the new variant and how we're tightening restrictions and we're going back to mask mandates and limited seating indoors, and at even talking about a COVID pass to get into outdoor large events and nightclubs and the things where there's going to be crowds. You got to show that you're tested and fully vaccinated, and they're going to up the booster program to where you don't have to wait 6 months. You can go in at, like, I don't even know what he said, like between 2 and 4 months, they'll be calling you up for boosters. So they're really trying to get a handle on it and everything. And now I'll take some questions from the press. Every single one of them stood up and was like, about this party, just they weren't gonna like let him.
Good.
So they want his head on a stick, man. It's chaos over here at Downing Street, honestly.
Yeah, well, we're tightening restrictions too. We're back to having a mask mandate where I'm currently living in Denver. And so it's a pretty liberal, like left-leaning city. And so, they got back on the mask mandate quickly, which I'm really happy about,
Yeah.
but of course, people aren't exactly following it. I think everybody's just trying to,
I feel like
space between.
is it a mix between intelligently wanting more data about this new variant, because there's so much mixed messaging. It's mild to moderate, it's evading Pfizer, but if you've had your
Yeah.
booster, you're fully protected from it. So there's a lot of mixed messaging, and they just don't have enough. And I noticed on Twitter that there's a lot of scaremongering going on from the news outlets, and the fact remains is that they've done a study that was 12 cases in a lab, and that's just not enough evidence, that it's evading
Well, it's
the
so
vaccine.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do think that people are skeptical to want to take steps, backwards,
Yeah.
and they're trying to cling to the positive. Well, it's a little bit more mild, but the fact remains is that Delta is still the dominant strain, and that's still putting pressure on hospitals and everything, and of course being driven by the unvaccinated. But I think, this new one will end up becoming the dominant strain because it's so highly transmissible,
Yeah.
with all the mutations and whatnot. But I think people are clinging to the hope that it would be milder if there was a breakthrough case. So they're
Yeah.
weary about putting, like, do we have to go back to mask if we're just going to get a cold from it? Like that kind of thing. So I just think, it ends up coming down to your personal responsibility for your own health and protecting those around you. So for me, I got my booster just before Thanksgiving. I wear my mask. I still wash my hands like a fiend. you do the measures. I keep away from people. I don't go out if I don't have to. It's got to be a really good reason for me to leave the house at this point. You know what I mean? And it's not because I'm a wuss or I'm scared of getting or anything. It's because other people don't follow the rules, and I don't want them to put my health at risk. So I'm going to wait
Yeah.
until people either get on board or we're through this before I feel
Yeah.
normal. I don't care whether I'm masked up or anything. I still just don't want to be around people.
Yeah, I don't want to be around people either.
I'm so okay
just in
with it.
general.
Yeah, I'm so okay with it. Like, just
Yeah.
give me my space. Like, I don't want to be taking any kind of public transportation. If I can't walk somewhere outside and nip in with my mask to get what I need and get home, I'll just order it and I'll wait for a delivery. As simple as that.
No, that's how I feel too.
And I feel like I'm spending a fucking fortune because there's always a minimum to get a delivery. And half the time it's like, I just need a pack of gum, like I just need 20, like that kind of thing. But no, I'm spending like 40 pounds to get like a 2-pound item. So it's just like, but it is what it is. And that is what I am doing to make myself feel safe,
Yeah, that's what we all have to do, that, in one form or another, right?
Yeah, I'm
Just
just
have to.
an idiot. I've come so far, and I'm not going to let an idiot take that away from me.
Exactly. We've made it to this point.
Yeah,
So,
I've sacrificed, seeing family and friends and missing huge events. And, my ex-husband's funeral is on Friday, and I can't tell you how many, people have been fantastic. I've been getting messages and video calls and emails and texts and, all kinds of, are you okay? Do you need anything? What can I do? I have friends sent me this gorgeous candle. Somebody sent me Krispy Kremes. It's been, really, my friends check in, regularly, and every single one of them have said, are you coming home? And I said, no, like, I'm not, no. I made a commitment that I wasn't going to do any kind of travel until after January, so, and I have a ticket for February to go to Florida, but we'll see. I've pushed that one out for 2 years now. If I had to push it out again 6 months, I will. But it's just that's what I mean. Like, I know that I am missing massive, huge, important things. But I just got to do what I need to do to feel safe. And going to Florida isn't on the list. That's for sure.
Unfortunately,
It's nuts. I don't know how people are doing it. Like, so many people are just back to normal.
Yeah,
we just
it's
made it
a mindset.
to work from home again. Today's press conferences, we're back to masks, we're back to limited indoor seating, we're back to needing a COVID pass for big crowded events, and you must work from home if you are allowed to. So unless you're an essential worker, it's back to working from home. And that's where they're at in the middle of Plan B. But I feel like there's more to it, and they're waiting for numbers to change before they give us and by the way, at Christmas, keep it down to 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no traveling. So I'm super worried. They've already went from, like, with my parents testing 2 days before, having to test the day before, a PCR test. And then when they get here, they, instead of a lateral flow, they have to take a PCR test here. They have to register with the NHS here, take a PCR test on day 2 and on day 8. And those results have to go to the NHS. And then they have to take another one 2 days later before they leave to go back to the States.
Wow. Yeah. That's a lot of acronyms to go through,
So it's a lot of swabbing. That's a lot.
Yes.
So yeah, I just feel like, the changes are they just keep coming. And I think that's partly why my mother was like, if they make it so that I can't come, I swear to God, I am going to go nuts. I'm so looking forward to this, And I said, I know. I'm like, I'm the same way. My neighbor's cat is at the door. I was wondering why both my cats just. Oh, what's the matter, buddy? Wow.
Oh, I hear a cat. Yeah, I hear a cat in the background.
That's Bruce. The man of the house is not having it. He's like, get away, you outdoor tramp. I'm not having you in my backyard. Oh,
Oh yeah.
no. He's trying to figure out how to get through the glass.
Yeah, that he's like, nope, you need to go.
Oh man. He normally doesn't get rattled by the outdoor cat. It's my girl cat. We'll do this on the glass for 10 minutes straight while the outdoor cat just stares at, oh, here she comes. She's like, I need it. Oh, now they're both.
She needs a part of it.
She's right in on it. There she goes. Oh, wow. Wow. Chaos. Chaos at night.
That's what happens.
I know.
At least it's before you went to sleep, or else you're gonna have your cats waking you up.
Right? I know. He's out. He's like at dusk. He comes out and he's, prowling the backyards and getting into shit and everything. And then first thing in the morning when the sun rises, he's outside. I think he sleeps like just in the middle of the day, but mostly he's just the guardian of the neighborhood right now. He has pushed away all the other stray cats and outdoor cats. Haven't seen them in months, and he just has taken over the backyard. He's chewed through my Christmas lights.
Oh no.
Yeah. He has he's ruined like this outdoor little angel thing that had like a spinner ball, like when the wind blows. Trash that. Yeah, he's dug up some roses. Yeah, he's busy. But
I don't miss when my cat was like that.
I haven't seen I mean, thankfully he upsets the squirrels. Like they sit up in the trees now and they just like chitter to each other, like warning, 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 and then when he's sleeping, that's when they eat out of their nut box. And then the pigeons, gotta say, I haven't seen pigeon shit anywhere.
Well, that is a very good positive right there.
Definitely keeping the pigeons at bay. So and I haven't seen any mice or hedgehogs or anything. So it's a little different having him around, like the nature's on the the outdoor critters,
Yeah, your cat's the boss over there.
No, not mine. That's my neighbor's.
Oh, the neighbor cat. Yeah.
My cats are like pampered indoor cats. They don't go outside. They stare at him from the window and be like, why is he pooping outside? So
So that cat's monitoring your cats then.
Yeah, he's kind of showing them, what real cats are like. My cats are just like, we have a fuzzy fluffy toy, and he's like outside chasing real things,
Yeah, chasing pigeons and squirrels.
Yeah, all the things that they have like just were once interested in and now don't care about. They used to just sit in the window and watch the squirrels like all day long and watch the pigeons and stuff. And, now they're so used to them that it doesn't excite them. But the outdoor cat, that excites them. That excites
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
There she goes.
I need to find my cat. She's somewhere.
Like a normal cat, probably sleeping, right? Like just
the
sunbeam.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. She's pretty old though. She's 22. She's a very old cat.
Shut the front door.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's an old cat.
I had my Florida cat live to be almost 20.
Yeah. We don't know what kind of breed she is, but we think that she has some type of like Maine Coon or like some type of cat that lives to be. There's some cats that can live up to like 25 years or something like that, and her vet thinks that she must have some of that type of cat in her because she's been able to live so long without really any complications.
Oh, that's
so
fantastic.
Yeah, she's been my
museum.
Let's see. Oh, so what kind of cat is he?
He is a Maine Coon.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
he's a big Maine Coon. And then my little girl, who is at the patio door, I don't know if you can see her.
Oh, I see her.
Yeah. She is a Tortie Coon. So she has some tortoiseshell calico in her. and some Maine Coon. So, all right. So that's I like all right, back on track. Here we go. Steering this truck back on there. What kind of cool gay headlines do you have for us, Mister?
Yes. Let me see if I can get these in quickly because I have an out in about 5 minutes actually. So I will try and get these in quickly.
Go for it.
Okay. So first, did you hear about RuPaul's Drag Race announcing their first straight male contestant?
Straight male.
Straight male contestant, yes. The straight cis men are coming for RuPaul's Drag Race.
That feels
They're
weird.
taking it over. I know. Maddie Morphosis is the drag name, and he will be the reality competition show's first ever heterosexual cisgender male contestant.
How do you feel about that?
But
So weird. My stomach's doing weird things.
honestly, I'm not surprised with it, with RuPaul. I feel like that franchise has been trying to appeal to a broader demographic ever since it first started, just like continuously trying to grab more people. And, the show hasn't been as inclusive towards trans contestants in the past. It's only been this most recent cycle that they've had out trans contestants.
Right.
So I'm like, it doesn't really surprise me. It's like RuPaul's Drag Race is pretty mainstream at this point. So
Really he's really trying to hit the mainstream. Over here in the UK, they had Victoria Scone last season, right? And she was a lesbian. Was she a lesbian?
So I haven't seen the most recent UK season.
Oh, okay. It was this coming up season. So yeah, you'll see. She didn't last long. I think she tore something.
Oh,
ankle,
I see.
knee, something like that. But it was interesting, like the way she mixed in was seamless. You had to keep reminding yourself that it was that she was a real woman.
So she was a cisgender, the first cisgender female contestant. Is that who she was?
Yeah, and she was a lesbian.
Okay.
But a biological woman lesbian.
Yeah.
But but she did drag, and she was amazing. Really good stuff. It was a shame to lose her as quick as they did. But so yeah, I feel like they're really trying to open some doors.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's great to continuously open the world of drag to more people. Like I don't know if I wouldn't say it's a bad thing at all to have like a straight cisgender male on the show, because that I think that breaks the gender stereotypes that we kind of live through and show, okay, well, yeah, if you're straight cisgender, heterosexual, if he's this heterosexual man and he's doing drag, then that really breaks down a lot of these norms that we have
I feel
society.
I feel like he's kind of proving it is an art form.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe that's all it is to him, whereas some people, it's entertaining, it's funny, it's this, it's that. But for him to be able to do something like that, he's got to think about it as like an art form.
Exactly. Drag doesn't have to be tied to gender or sexuality. Which is
that is interesting. That'll get some people thinking. That's for sure. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Trying to like think it through right now. As we're talking about it, I'm like, huh. No, this is actually a good thing. We shouldn't be disparaging it. I'm like, yeah, we're just pushing forward. Yeah.
It's gonna take a little bit. It's like this beer.
Yeah, I know.
It's like this beer.
Yeah.
I'm halfway through.
I know.
I
see you slowly
not really
sipping
that
it.
bad.
Yeah. Okay, next headline. So I didn't know this, but the West Side Story, the reboot that Spielberg is that he directed, is going to be banned in parts of the Middle East for a transgender character, which I didn't know that there was a trans character in West Side Story.
I did not either. I thought the biggest scoop about that was that Ansel Elgort was grooming
Yeah,
girls online.
yeah.
um, wow, they're banning it because of. Is it a main character? Does it say?
Well, so the censors were not on board with this character named Anybody's, who is transgender and portrayed by non-binary actor Iris Minas or Minas.
What?
And I have never heard of this character before in West Side Story.
Me neither.
But yeah, it's the movie is going to be banned for featuring this character, and I'm like, this must be a new character,
It
really
has to be. It
something.
has to be. You would think they would, embrace that musical.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it's almost Bollywoodish. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Wow. Well,
Well, yeah, the only
you know how they feel about that stuff over there.
that's true. And there was only one character that somewhat fit the bill for the Jets. Um, there's this, tomboyish girl in the original West Side Story, but she wasn't transcoded. So this
Right.
is
I
very
guess
interesting.
now it makes me like I didn't want to see it mainly because of how I feel about Eggert, but
Yeah.
and now I feel like I might want to see it. I gotta see what
Yeah.
it's all about. I gotta see what the fuss is. I love to watch a movie that's been banned somewhere. Makes you feel
I know, me
dirty and
too.
happy at the same time.
It's the best thing. Yeah, I guess we'll be watching the new West Side Story then.
I did. I watched the trailer. I watched the trailer, and and I'll be honest with you. I only watched it because I wanted to see Rita Moreno because I love her.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it. Like I really didn't. I didn't think the casting was that great.
Mhm.
I was like I said, I was like a little bit put off. But who doesn't love a little singing and dancing with the Jets and the Sharks? So it's not gonna kill me. But like I said, now I want to watch it. Now I want to see what this character is all about.
I know, me
That had to
too.
be a slip in, like something to just make it that little bit more current, a little bit more interesting. And, again, like you said, I feel like directors, producers, presenters are doing their best to just broaden their audience in any way they can.
Yeah. I know. That's really how I'm seeing it too. It's trying to appeal to more demographics because
Definitely.
it's such a, timeless story, but it's definitely appealed to very specific, straight, like heteronormative type of
Yeah.
audiences.
Wow. That is a headline. That is a
Yeah.
right there. Wow. Scoop.
So in American news, so Fox, great right-leaning Fox says that the Omicron variant was made to help Pete Buttigieg, who was the first openly gay candidate for the American presidency, help elect him as the next president. So yeah, now there's this gay agenda to create COVID variants so that people win specific elections. That's basically what they're saying.
It's no wonder someone set the Fox Christmas tree on fire in front of
I
their building.
saw that. Yes, I saw that this
They asked
morning.
for it. They
Yeah,
ask for it.
it's
You
crazy,
know,
right?
there's certain things I don't understand. I don't
No.
understand how they're still in business. I don't understand, like, it reminds me of Jonah Hill, right? He made
Yeah.
this huge statement like, please don't come to my Instagram and comment on me and my body. I'm over it. I'm sick of it or whatever. Then he shows up at the premiere for Don't Look Up, dressed
Mhm.
like some Vegas. He looked like somebody from Siegfried and Roy, and his girlfriend dressed in the exact matching weird seafoam green
Ooh.
bejeweled
Okay,
silk
I'm gonna have to
blonde
see
hair.
this.
Oh my God. So you're gonna show up somewhere looking like that, but you don't want people to comment?
Yeah,
Like,
that's,
that's
I'm
how I
sorry,
feel
but
about Fox News. Like you're gonna say stuff like that and you don't expect people to set your Christmas tree on fire? Man.
it was
Oh,
it was supposedly an accident. We're gonna go with that. The tree accidentally caught on fire. Nobody set it on fire.
the guy that they arrested, all he had was a lighter in his pocket. He didn't have
Yeah.
accelerant. So, but just goes to show you can do a lot of damage with a Bic.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll blame that on some, some queer person set their tree on fire. Yeah, there's the lighter. don't you don't want to show that because Fox will run some type of segment. They'll find this and they'll run a segment saying
Is
that
she
this is
really
the
in
truth.
London? She really in London?
Yeah,
I made it
she's
back
just
in a
a
day.
she's a liberal actor who, is
Oh, they're so
actually American.
tasteful. They make my teeth
I
itch.
know.
They make my teeth itch. They're so sickening.
I know.
Wow.
So question is the Salvation Army, is that over in the UK also?
Yes.
Okay, so that's an international organization. So they have been known in the past to be very anti-queer, like anti-LGBT,
Yeah.
and now they've done a complete about face, and now they're being more accepting and open to providing services to LGBTQ people and anti-racism bias training for a lot of the people who volunteer for the Salvation Army. And so now there are conservatives in our country, and I'm sure in many other countries, who are now pissed at the Salvation Army because now they're caring about the LGBTQ population and
You know,
anti-racism.
I, I just saw a commercial. Now that I think about it, it was the Salvation Army. It was like a focus on homeless people during the holidays. And so the camera pans in and they're like, Joey's been living on the streets for 12 years and, he gets sexually abused and this and that and whatever. And so basically they're saying like, give money because we're going to help, the homeless or whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm almost certain it had like a little bit of a gay overtone about this kid that's like now a gigolo or whatever that's living on the street and getting sexually abused. The Salvation Army is going to save him.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah.
that's
That's
some
interesting.
very outdated,
I
That's a
know.
little outdated, but okay.
Yeah,
We'll
in a
take
way,
it.
I feel like they're more known for their band over here, like the Salvation Army band and the marching parades or whatever. And
Interesting.
and to be honest with you, there's something about James Corden's family or dad that was a musician for, I believe it was a Salvation Army band. Like I read his book, and I'm pretty sure his dad was in that band. So
Interesting.
it all comes full circle because he's so
It
effeminate,
does.
right? Even though he's the straight married dad, whatever, blah 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 blah, sings and dances and everything on Broadway and the West End and all that. So maybe he has opened them up to thinking in a better way, thinking a little bit more
All we need is James Corden,
evolved.
apparently.
I know. I heard that when they said they were going, what was the remake? They're making it. They're making a musical, a redo, and they said petition that James Corden not be in it.
Yeah.
Did
I'm
you
trying
read
to remember which one it was.
I thought that
I'm
was
just glad
hilarious.
he's not in West Side Story. I'm
Right.
like, thank goodness.
One musical at a time. I can't get overwhelmed.
I know. Yeah, it becomes a little too much.
That's fantastic. Well, he is a little too much, and I think that's what's happening. Like people are just like, let's.
Yeah. Just let's tone it back just a little bit. Yeah.
There is such a thing as overexposure, and I think he's just
That's true.
nearing the flames of it. So
Yeah. It's
they
good to
were
take
happy
a
to get
break
rid of
once in
him.
a while.
They were really, really happy to get rid of him over here.
Oh,
Either
wow.
he's like Marmite, like you either like him or you hate him.
Mm,
It's very split down the middle, like the Royals. You either like him or you hate him. Um,
mm.
he did so well with his career over here until he got to the height of his fame with Gavin and Stacey, and they won all the BAFTAs except one. And when the final one for like original script or whatever, and he accepted it, he said something rather cocky, like, "How do you win all the BAFTAs and
Oh,
not best sitcom or whatever it was?" In his acceptance speech, and everybody went, "Whoa, what? Oh, not having it."
yeah, they don't, people do not like that.
Yeah,
No.
go back to your humble beginnings, and he just rubbed everybody the wrong way. He had so much bad press,
And then
and
he
he, I
came
mean,
over here.
he recovered from it a little bit, you know what I mean? But he definitely
Hmm.
needed to go away for a little bit. Like he offended a lot of people with that, a lot.
Well, yeah, people do not like when other people seem ungrateful.
Yeah,
It
and
is
they
it
don't
is not a
forget
good
it.
look.
They
No,
really
they
don't
don't.
forget it. They're like, "Go on, you fat bastard, go off to America, get out of here."
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, kick him over here, and now we have him.
Yeah, they won't know about the BAFTAs. They won't know that I effed up the BAFTAs. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's back. Well, I'm gonna go tend to these cats.
Okay.
We'll let you get off to your other job.
All right. Well, thank you for having me as
Thank you for
always.
bringing the goss, man. It's good to have a catch up.
Yeah.
I should say I'm so sorry that JD's not here. She's having some dental surgery
Yeah.
done, and we didn't want her to slobber and drool all over herself.
No, no, yeah. We hope that she has a very speedy recovery with that, because yeah, any type of like oral surgery, count
Yeah, I
me out.
know.
Yeah,
Like,
no, thanks.
oh. Yeah, I know. I feel for her. But listen, I won't see you now before Christmas and New Year's. So
It's
have a
true.
great holiday season over there. And
You too.
we will see you back here on the second week of January.
I can't wait.
All right, buddy.
All
Take
right.
it
Well,
easy. Thank you
thank
so
you.
much for doing this. Much
Yeah.
appreciated. Nic Austin, everybody.
All right. Thank you.
He drank way too much whiskey.
Like, never stop chasing your dreams.